Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is October 23, 2021. I want to provide a quick market prep for tomorrow, October 24, 2021. So with that, let's do a quick market update, spot trends with the ETFs or exchange traded funds, look at beaten down stocks, look at the trends to benefit from, also look at top stocks in selected sectors and see how we can profit from this market here, and look at the best way to grow your portfolio with rule of 40, meaning best stocks with the sales growth and gross margin and also positive net margin and low debt. So with that, let's jump in and get started. As you look through here on Friday, we had Dow Jones Industrial Average up a little bit and Nasdaq down big time, mainly because all these social media stocks with the Snapchat giving a low guidance and missing on revenue. All these technology stocks, especially social media stocks, came down pretty hard. That's why Nasdaq was hit pretty badly, and S&P 500 also down a little bit, not too much. So from a futures perspective, futures market is indicating tomorrow there will be a little bit down day, as you can see here. Dow Jones down by 47, Nasdaq down a little bit, and S&P 500 down a little bit, down by 6. Nasdaq futures also down. Oil is a rocket ship here, going higher, and 10-year treasury or 10-year rate is coming down. This is typically good news for the market. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll go into thinkorswim platform and look at the futures as of now. As you look through here, we got S&P 500. As you'll see here, it's a little bit down here, not too much, just 4.50% down. And Nasdaq, which is tech heavy, it's also down by 11 points here. And Dow Jones Industrial Average is down by 32, and Russell 2000 is also down by 3 points here. So we could expect a little bit lower opening here because of the futures here. So with that, let's jump in and look at bond market here, see what bonds are telling us. From a bond market perspective, as you look through here, bonds are a little bit, as you can see, are higher a little bit. So that's a little bit not so great news for stock market. And as you look through the interest rate here, interest rates are down here. This should be helping a little bit. Even bonds are coming down now, as you can see here. So interest rate is lower. This can help stock market a little bit. As you look through here, let's look at crude oil here. Crude oil is a rocket ship, up by 0.88. That can change anytime, but right now it's up. And the gold itself, as you look through here, gold is down a little bit. I would be a buyer of gold if it goes further down. Gold is also a good hedge. So with that, let's look at one more indication here. I love to look at skew, as many of you know. As you look through the skew here, let's look through here. So skew, as you see here, we got Russell, we got here S&P 500 futures here. It's a rocket ship doing great, as you can see here. Skew on the other hand, it's coming down a little bit. So I think at these levels at 139, 130, it's a good time to buy quality stocks here. Normally I would not buy stocks when the skew hits higher, so above 150 or so. At 139 I will be selectively buying. So that tells you right now stock market is a little bit down here with the skew coming down to 139. It's a little bit safer. If the skew is up here somewhere 140, 150, I will not be pumped up about this, but right now because skew is down here, it's okay to buy selectively and accumulate. So with that, let's go back into the slide here and look at some top news. From a top news perspective, Dow Jones Industrial Average futures falls slightly, mainly because blue chip average notches third winning week here. So it's been doing very nicely for 3 weeks. It's only natural for the index to fall a little bit here. And China is pushing to develop its own chips. As you all know, China has got great technology. but they cannot do everything without foreign tech here. So that's why you got to watch this carefully. Even US is trying to develop some of the chip foundries within US. So we'll see how it grows. It's a good competition to have with the multiple countries doing their own chip. And we got here Twitter and Square CEO Jack Dorsey. He says hyperinflation will happen soon in US and the world. I think there is some facts about this right now. As you can see here, inflation is everywhere. There is a labor shortage, semiconductor shortage, supply chain issues, high energy price, transportation price. So I think there is some truth to this. We'll see what Fed will do. Fed will also watch this carefully. And then we got your Chinese electric vehicle maker Xpeng here. They launch upgraded semi-autonomous driving vehicle features in a challenge to Tesla. It's always good to have good competition here. I love some of these Chinese makers like Neo, Xpeng. I think they are out there doing very well and effectively trying to compete with Tesla. It's always good. This competition can bring best of all the companies. On the positive news here, we got American Express here. The stock posts the best day. Looks like the travel is back a little bit. That's why this company is big into travel and credit cards. As you know, that's a good news here. This can also help other stocks like PayPal, Visa, Mastercard, Discover, some of these beaten down stocks here. Intel stock sinks as earnings prompt questions about falling margins. I think Intel, it's good to buy slowly and accumulate. I like Intel. I think they lost their mojo here. Looks like AMD and Nvidia, they're all doing great here. Intel is in the back seat here. I think with the new CEO Pat Gelsinger, they should really take this opportunity and really push hard here. Then you got Beyond Meat here. Shares slide 14% here. Company issues revenue warning, citing range of factors including COVID-19. After this big news here, it may be okay to slowly jump in and buy some shares here and take it from there. And we got Whirlpool here. They miss on Q3 sales, elevated supply chain constraints. Regardless, Whirlpool stock went higher. I think they got some quality products here. And we got Schlumberger here. Stock falls after profit matches expectations and revenue misses. I think Schlumberger is a good stock here. You could slowly buy, but this stock has been down for a long time. It only started to go higher off late. It's okay to buy some Schlumberger here on this bad news here. And then go from there. And we got here Honeywell, one of the great industrial stock here. They drop after profit tops expectations, but revenue miss. Again, tough supply chain environment here. I think it's good to buy some Honeywell here and take it from there. And then you got Facebook here. Facebook, Twitter, Snap, all of them came down here. I would be a buyer of these stocks at these levels here. Always when there is a blood in the market, you got to go against the conventional wisdom and buy some of these companies. That will serve us right. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll look at ETFs, exchange traded funds, and look at some indicators and see what we can buy at these levels. So with that, let me go into this Excel spreadsheet here and go into the ETFs. So these are top ETFs, as you can see here. At the top, you got S&P 500 or SPY as we call it, $453. Keep watching here. Friday it dropped, as you can see here, but it's doing great for 1 year, 34%. That's a great performance here. And look here, nice volume here. They're almost at the top here, just 0.2% shy of 52-week high. That's why you got to be selective here. Don't buy the whole basket. Look at great stocks. We'll look at some of those as we go forward and really be selective here. And then we got emerging market here. This one you can buy slowly here. It's down 0.2% on Friday and down for the month here, and down from 52-week high, nice 10% below 52-week high. As you look through here, QQQ again down a little bit, and it's up nicely, just 2.3% shy of all-time 52-week high. Here also we got to be selective. Don't buy the whole QQQ here, but select some great stocks and take it from there. We'll look at some of those as we go forward. And then we got here IWM Russell 2000 here. Again, this one is also almost at the top here, just 3% shy of 52-week high. Then as you look through here, financials rocket ship with all the banks earning very well. And then we got here energy doing great, oil doing all-time great here. As you look through here, we got precious metals. Think about gold, silver, they're all doing nicely. As you look through here, keep watching how much stock is ETF is off from 52-week high. So you invest in sectors like XLU here, down 4%. You could look at sectors like XLB here, down like about 5% here, and XLC here with all these Facebook, Snapchat, social media, that's down nicely here. You could look at some buying opportunity here also. And then we got here XME. Even after this great performance here, there is still money to be made. You could buy selectively in some of these gold and silver stocks and on the down days and accumulate. And then you got your home builders and retail. You could look at some of those areas and also buy in those areas. So with that, what we'll do is now we'll go into the stock. Actually, before we go to stock market, let's look at some of these areas and top trends and see how we can benefit from it. So what I will do now is I will change the filter here and look at the top trends here. So with that, first we'll remove this and select everything and go back to trend and look at some selected trends. So what I will do is I'll look at some key trends so you get an idea of where the market is headed. All right, that should do it here. As you look through here, we got let's also sort this properly so you get a good idea. So let's sort this by by trend and then volume. So let's look at the trend here, and also then let's sort by volume here. There you go. You want largest first. There you go. So let's start with this here. You get a good idea what's going on here. At the top, we got 3D printing stocks. I know many of you love 3D printing, me included. 3D printing is doing great. It has done 41% year to date, but it's off 26% so far. So we could look at 3D printing, some of the few stocks here, and see if it's worth buying at these levels. Then as we look through here, we got banking index here. This is where some of these financials are doing great here. Right now, banking index has done nicely here. As you can see here, it's almost at 52-week high, just 0.1% shy. So I would not go there right now. I would look at other areas where we could make money. As you look through here, big data doing nicely here. Think about Splunk and stocks like C3AI and Datadog and some of those names here. Those are all doing great here. I would not go there at this time. But as you look through here, money is we can make some money in the healthcare area, especially biotech here. As you can see here, biotech is down nicely from 52-week high. You could make some money here. Even 3-month biotech is down. And then you got here Cannabis cohort here. They're down nicely as you can see here, but they're trying to turn around. We could buy some of these cannabis names and go from there. And then as you scan through here, we got a few more here, clean energy and solar here. They're rocket ship. They're doing nicely here. Almost, they're still down from 52-week high. We could selectively buy in the clean energy area and solar area here. Then as you scan through here, we got few more. We got Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing great. Rocket ship, as you can see here. This is the new Bitcoin, ETF, future ETF. I think it just opened up. And then you got here, the Bitcoin, Ethereum, all are doing great here. I would wait for a little pullback here before I put money in these areas. So as you scan through here, we got a few more trends going on here. Look at the cyber security here. Rocket ship has done great in 1 year. Still down a little bit, tad little bit. I would be waiting for the earnings and pick up some of my favorite, stocks in the cyber security. Right now, it's too high for me to touch. As you look through here, autonomous driving, one of my favorite sector here with the DRIV, ARKQ, Cathy Wood's company here, and we got Moon. All these are doing great, as you can see here. And some of these autonomous vehicle, as you see here, are down nicely. Cathy Wood's company's ETF is down by 18%. Moon is also down. You could look at some of those areas and go from there. And then we got the 3D, EV batteries here with the LIT and BATT. As we look through here, both are almost at the high here. We could look at some opportunity in the EV battery area here and go from there. And then as you scan through here, we got semiconductors, human genomics here. Again, there are some very good opportunities in the human genomics area here. We could make some money. Many of these great stocks are down here. We could buy some of these stocks in this healthcare area, biotechnology. You could look at that too. As you look through here, we got semiconductors down 3% from 52-week high. And look here, social media. This is the big drop here. Social media down big time here with the Snap, Facebook, Twitter all down big time. And even Sprout Social. And then you got space. Space is heating up, as many of you know here. We got ARKX here. Space is down a little bit, as you can see here. And we got UFO, which is Procure, and ROKT. All are down a little bit. There are opportunities in these areas we could buy and take it from there. Look here, human genomics, it's a 48 is the RSI. I think that's the weakest of the sectors here. And as you look through, even sectors like KRBN here, and even the one down here or up here, which is a part Cannabis area, that's also down here. So with that, now that we know these trends, let's go into the stock chart here and see what stocks we can buy, how we can take advantage of these trends here and take it from there. So with that, I'll go into this stock chart here and look at some top stocks. The way I organized this is I looked at all the stocks that have fallen down pretty badly in last 5 days, that is last week. At the top, we got GRTX, Galera, $1 stock, as you can see here, dropped big time. It's 77% in 1 day. So if you're a contrarian, you could buy some of this very small stock here, just $47 million market cap, and go from there. So what I would do is really I would go after a little bit bigger fish instead of very small company like this. Sometimes I put some money on these things to see how they pan out, but generally I go for a little bit bigger players with some more sales growth, so that way we know there is some positive sales growth. That's typically what I do, but sometimes I go after these small fish and put some money and see how it goes. And then you got few more here. AVIR down big, as you can, 68% down. MTCR down big. So, and we got B big here, which is Winco. As you look through Winco here, I think they don't have short ratio. This used to be a high short candidate here. There is no short anymore. On the other hand, AVIR has a big short ratio, as you can see here. And then you got few more here like Next ID. This has been trending off late. I've been watching this up sometimes, down sometimes. Now it's down big, as you can see here, still up for 10 day. So you could, I think that's be big here. Next ID is down nicely, as you can see here. This has been going up and down, of late. I think we could look at next ID and see if it's worth NXTD and see if it's worth buying here. Then as you scan through, we got few more as you scan through here. Look here, we got Snap, our favorite stock here, down big time, 26% down in one day. I would be buying some of the Snap stock here and go from there. As you look through the IV percentile for Snap, I think we don't show anything here, but we could see how is IV percentile. But generally, with this huge big drop here and low RSI, you could even buy some call options on Snap for long term and take it from there. And we got few more here as you can scan through. Keep watching what insiders are doing here. This little company here, insiders are buying big time and low RSI as you see here. Let's see here, RSI 67, it's high RSI. I would not touch it this time, or I might buy slowly. Normally I like low RSI candidates. As you look through, we got few more stocks that are dropped big time here. You could take a look at some of these and see if it's worth buying here. So what we'll do is really even BRFS here, which is a Brazilian stock. I like this one too. So what we'll do is now we'll go after a little bit better candidates. For that, we'll look at our rule of 40 here and look at the rule of 40 candidates. Great stocks with the nice with the nice and low RSI. So with that, let's go here and look at rule of 40 and low RSI. That's what we want to see here, and put that filter here and look at some candidates here. As you look through here, these are stronger candidates here. I would typically look at these candidates and go from there. So we got little company OCUL here, Ocular, $6.91 here. And look here, very low market cap, 528 million, not too low. It's a small cap stock. Look here, nice sales growth, nice gross margin, and net margin is negative, which is okay for these small companies here. Low RSI. You could buy a stock like this one here and go from there. Given RSI is low, stock has been dropping off. 5 year it did 1%, but there is a hope this company can do well with the nice sales growth here and nice gross margin. You could buy some of these stocks here and take it from there. Then we got here a few more neutral band, RVNC here, and Snap. Keep watching nice sales growth here and keep watching how they're doing in the past year. So if you want to be safe, don't invest in some stocks like this which have gone down all along. But if you see some green shoots here and there, for example, Ocular, it could be okay. It's did at least 1% in 5 year. But if you look at some of these names here, be careful here. They've been losing monies all along, so you got to be a little careful here. But as you go forward, you'll see some better names. You could invest in those. As you see here, Neuro, I think it's done nicely for 6 months and 1 year. Now it's dropped big time. You could buy stock like Neuro here. Still low price here. I love BRFS also, Brazilian stock here. 1 year it's done nicely. Off late, with all this Brazilian economy going down with the inflation, this stock also came down. You could buy some of this BRFS and take it from there. And what we'll do now is, as you scan through, you could look at some more names here. We got, MGI, which is a good one. I like to buy this once in a while and trade. And Magnite is a good one. It's been doing nicely for 1 year, as you can see here, and so on and so forth. Now what we'll do is we'll look at one more filter here and see companies which are making money, net margin positive. That will give us better candidates. So let's say greater than 0 here. These are stronger candidates which are making money. So now you can see here, a little more better companies with the net margin positive. These companies are making money, and you could invest in them a little more safely. I love stocks like IBM here. IBM after the quarter it dropped Generally, IBM, when it drops like this, is a good buying opportunity, and it always bounces back from these levels. That's why I like IBM here. I also like SID. This is also a good one here. Low dollar stock. This jumps up and down, at times. Good to buy when it's down like this year. And Alcoa aluminum stock, not sure why this is down. I think it's also a good one to buy into this downturn here and take it from there. And as we look through here, we got few more. We could look at BRFS, which is one of my favorites here. And as you scan through here, we got a few more you could look at and go from there. And look here, we got Bit Digital. That's a good one. You could buy slowly. I also like Euronet here. Again, a great stock. Positive net margin. Companies making money. And we got few more as you scan through here. I love stock like Sage Therapeutic here. It's down big time, as you can see here, trying to recover here. Look at, I love these recovering type plays here. Even though market was down on Friday, this stock has notched higher. That's a good sign. It's trying to turn around. So we got few more as we scan through here. What we'll do is really we'll look at even stronger candidates here with the debt to equity ratio less than 0.5. These are stronger candidates, or let's make it 0.6 so that we get a little more candidates here. So these are even stronger candidates, as you can see here. So you could invest in some of these names here, like PayPal, a good one here. You could invest in that. And BT again, a good one. Sage is a good one, and so on and so forth. Now what we'll also do is really we will we can't look at all these stocks. We will whittle it down further and look at the volume greater than say 500,000 or so. So that way we get a little more candidates here. I will say volume greater than 500,000 traded on last Friday or so. So that will give you a little bit better candidates here. We could even notch it higher to 1 million. That will also work. As you look through, we get a little more better candidates here. You could look at some of these names. Let's do one thing. Let's increase it to 1 million, so that way we don't get too much noise here. There we go. It's now 1 million, so you get a little more better candidates here. So as you look through here, these are all great companies. And look here, we got CMBM, $27 stock. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin. Companies making money. Stock has been dropping off late. One year it's made money. You could look at such candidates here and go from there. We got PayPal, one of my favorite here. Stock has been dropping off late. You could buy that one too. As you scan through, we got BT, Pareto here, again a good one. You could buy this one too. And we got few more as you scan through here. Medtronic, one of my favorite here. Stock is trying to turn around here, as you can see. And DPW, AMRN, Biomarin, one of my favorite stock here. You could look at that one too. GPN, a good one here. Global Payments, a good one. Infosys, Indian company, it's again a good one. You could buy this one too. And we got Monster, which is one of my favorite here. As you look through here, Monster IV percentile is 45. You could make some money by selling some put options here and earn some premium. And we got few more as you can scan through here. I love stock like Insight, which is a good one. Fidelity is a good one. Facebook is also good. I love stock like Growth Generation here. That's also a good one. So with that, what we'll do now is, folks ask many times, say, what, I love to sell some put options. Can you tell me what stocks I can sell put options for? So with that, what we'll do is, we'll turn off this rule of 40 here and look at the stocks where we can sell some put options. So one way to do this is really, I will turn off these guys here, so that way we can get a little more, candidates here, and then whittle down. All right, so what we'll do is we'll look at, we'll sort this by high IV percentile, so that way you get, good candidates here. So let's go here and sort this data and say sort. We want to sort by IV percentile. There you go. And we want high IV percentile at the top here. largest to smallest, and there you go. And we'll also do one more thing. We'll say stock price is greater than say 20 or 30. That will give us a little more stronger candidates here. Let's say 30, or let's say 20, 25 is a good number. Let's go with 25. So as you can scan through here, there are some great stocks here. Snap as an example here. IV percentile is not showing up. We can look at this one, and we got EW Edward Life Sciences, which is one of my favorite stock here. It's got a high IV percentile 56 here, but RSI is also a little high here. I mean 86. I mean RSI is high. You could be a little careful. I like to sell put options when the RSI is a little lower. And then you got a few more like KLIC, Stone, and so on and so forth. You could take advantage of these candidates here, especially when one with the lower RSI. Let's say RSI less than 50. That will give us better candidates. We could look at those names there. These are the better stock to sell put options here. As you can look through, we got Snap. You have to check the IV percentile here. These are the stronger candidates for you to sell put options, and go from there. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll look at few more candidates and see how we can benefit from it, and go from there. So let me stop this here. So one thing we noticed is, in the biotech cohort, there is some weakness here. So what we could do is we could look at biotech here and look at great stocks in the biotech area. So with that, let me go here and look at just the biotech names here. So industry, let's say biotech. There you go. So this will, give us the biotech stocks here. Let's see. I think one of these, there may be a filter here that's obstructing us a little bit. Let's quickly look through here. I think we should be good to go here. So from a let's do one thing. Let me remove the filter quickly and put the filter back again, so that way we get better candidates here in the biotech area. There you go. So now we get all these great stocks in the biotech area. What I like to do is I like to look at a little bit better candidates with the rule of 40, if possible, and go from there. From a rule of 40 perspective, these are great biotech stocks. As you see here, we got a bunch of them here. I like stocks like Sage, which is a good one. Epizyme also works here, and we got Kala. Some of these stocks, as you look through here, great quarter over quarter sales growth and gross margin. These work here. I would buy these and take it from there. As usual, keep watching the IV percentile. When IV percentile is high and RSI is low, you could sell them put options here and make some money that way here. Even rare here, one of my favorite stock, you could sell some put options here also, given high IV percentile and low RSI. And we got few more as you can scan through here. These are all great biotech stocks you could benefit from. I love stock like Crest here. This is also a good stock. So as you look through, this is a list of biotech stocks. You could benefit from this. And I think one more thing we saw is, Cannabis cohort is a little bit weak here. What we could do is we could look at Cannabis next and see if we can benefit from this Cannabis cohort here. So I will turn this off here and look at the trends. All right, so let's quickly look at the trend here, and let's say trend is Cannabis here, and look at some Cannabis names and see if we can make some money in that area. There you go. So here are the Cannabis stocks which are growing here. Let's remove this filter here. We can look at all the Cannabis names and see if there is any money to be made here. So as you look through here, Cannabis stocks, all these out of all these stocks, few stocks have got growth here, like VFF, Growth Generation, and BEV. These stocks are growing nicely. You could invest in them safely. I also love stocks like Scott's Miracle Grow. It's a good one. Canopy Growth is a good one. And we also have stock like, I think, um, few stocks here are good ones. I'm trying to see the, few stocks here. Tilray is a good one here. I think it's also dropped a lot here. You could look at this one too. So with that, what we'll do now is probably we'll look at one more trend here and then wrap it up. So as we look through here, let's go back to our trend here and look at maybe one more trend. Maybe 3D printing is a good one to look at. Let's see how is 3D printing going. So from a 3D printing perspective, I like stocks like NNDM, which is Nano Dimension, $5 stock here. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin. You could try to look at this one and buy them slowly, given that it's a low RSI at these levels. And look at Align, again a rocket ship. I love this stock. Right now low RSI. And IV percentile is 43, meaning you could still sell some put option if you wish to. It's a great one to buy. And Proto Labs is a great 3D printing stock. Right now it's trying to turn around. You could safely buy this one and sock it away. I'm sure this will do nicely. And then you got 3D systems here, X1, all good ones here. You could buy these and sock it away. So with that, what we'll do is we'll wrap it up here and we'll see again tomorrow. With that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe and have a good weekend. Thank you.